What is up, guys? This is Jimmy and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the Hypixel Skyblock patch that just released yesterday. It came out super late for me, so it's quite early in the morning, and that's why there's no face cam. I do apologize, but what we're going to be doing today is a short overview of the patch. So if you don't like reading the patch online, you can quickly watch this video and see what's just been put in. So if you go over to your good friend Jerry and give him a right click, you can find the patch notes and you can see the latest one that's just been released. The Skyblock version 0.6 came out yesterday on the 9th of July 2019, and it includes guesting, teleport pads, and more. I think what most people are excited about is the guesting, and there's actually a new little tab in Jerry's little features that you can actually explore it a little bit more. So there's 4 options here. Visit player islands, where you can visit another island, put in /visit and then a player's name. It also tells us the guests can't interact with your world, opening up chests, they can't die, they can't take damage, anything like that. So it tells you the limit of players you're allowed on your island also, depending on the rank you've got on Hypixel. Default's 1, VIP's 3, MVP's 5, MVP++ is 7, and the YouTube rank is 15. And if you do a co-op profile, you use the partner with the highest rank. That's the amount of people you can have on your island. Access permissions. So basically, if you click this, you can say if anyone can come on your island, you can say if friends can only come on your island, or you can just do if like guild members can come on your island. You can also basically ignore people if you want them to come on or not. As well, there's this little tab here. If anyone's actually on your island, you can basically kick them or stuff like that. It actually has it also that you can visit players' islands while they're offline. So if I click in one here, look, Gemini Tay, she's got no players on her island at the moment. You are a friend, just her island doesn't support guests. She might have had the option turned off to have friends on her island. The one thing I've noticed though, at the moment, is if you try find someone else, like I'm trying to find in the Littlewood, it kind of has an error sometimes that their head won't load. It's a bit odd. But if you do it a second time, it actually loads again. So that's a little thing that they might need to fix. So they've actually added in new boss loot mechanics. So the Magma boss is still the only boss in the game, but obviously it's such a struggle to get your own loot when 30 other people are trying to get the same loot as you. So what they've done is added in your own separate loot. You get your own loot from the boss. So there's no more dramas. The way it works is the more damage you deal to the boss, the more loot you'll gain from the boss. So even if you do the top damage to the boss out of the whole people that are killing it, you might not get the best item, but you'll have the best odds of getting the best item. And it says on the patch notes, if you don't get the best item, you'll get compensated with more loot. So they're doing this thing as well, is everyone who participates in killing the boss gets 1 fragment used to craft armor from the boss. And then at the end of the boss fight, you can actually see how much damage you did to it and the ranking of everyone who dealt damage to it. So the Magma boss has got a couple of changes as well now. The Magma boss now has 60,000 health. It now drops overall loot, enough for everyone. It now drops pieces of Ember armor, which is mid-game armor. It can now drop Ember fragments, can be used to craft the Ember armor. There are a few gameplay elements on the map that give you an indication of the next time the Magma boss will spawn, if you know what those are. I feel like I'm being dumb. Does anyone know what they are? But that's really cool that they updated the boss. I know there's a few problems with that. So that's really cool of them. They finally started releasing some of the collections that were coming soon. So here is a few of them. We've got the Hot Potato Book. Combine this book in an anvil with a weapon or armor piece to gain a small but permanent stat boost. We've got the Wood Cutting Crystal, which is level 8 of birch wood. Can be placed on your private island, increase the speed of nearby foraging minions by 10%. That's crazy cool. So they've added a 10th one to the redstone, which is a greater talisman bag upgrade. It will increase the talisman bag from 15 slots to 21 slots. And then we got sand, level 7, hard glass. It can't break to explosions. It works well with ghasts. So you got to have enchanted sand and coal to make 8. That's a pretty good recipe, to be fair. And if you've got a gas minion, that's perfect for it. So they actually added teleport pads. So they actually added teleport pads as well. Place the teleport pad down, allowing you to teleport from one place to another. Maximum of 12 per island. That is unbelievable. It looks like I'm having to trade it. So the trade you have to do is an enchanted Eye of Ender. That's pretty mad. I saw another video on this, but I don't know if they added it in this version or one before, but they added launch pads as well. It's enchanted slime balls and enchanted redstone to make a launch pad, and you can make them go in different directions and stuff like that, but that's pretty sick. Everyone loves a good launch pad. Now, I haven't done a lot of fishing since the last update as well last week, but they've added even more achievements to the fishing. 11 in fact. I'm going to whack them on the screen so you guys can read through them, but I'll read them out also. So we've got a legendary rod, fish using the rod of legends. Baited, obtain the bait ring. Water sword, kill a squid using the prismarine sword. Animal fishing, Fish using a farmer's rod. Sea monsters. Obtain the sea creature artifact. Treasure fishing. Fish up a large treasure. Higher enchants. Obtain a level 6 enchantment book. Fortunate. Fish 2 treasures at once using the blessing enchant. Big game fisher. Kill a sea creature that requires fishing level 20 or higher. Agile. Drink an agility potion. Night eyes. Obtain the night vision charm. Saddle up. Craft a saddle. Bonus achievement. You can probably tell some of those achievements are pretty easy, but some of them are, you know, you have to do a lot to get those. I'm actually still looking forward to when they actually put an achievement book in the game so you can look for all the achievements. I might be silly saying that. There might already be one. Let me know in the comments if I've overlooked that. Is there an achievement book already in the game, or is that still yet to come? Now, this is a good feature they've put in, and this is where the competition is going to start. So they put in personal leaderboards. So if you go to skills, and you go to the top where the diamond sword is, and you click it, it will show your rankings across Skyblock. So for farming, I am 76,000 out of 529,000 players. 529,000 players! That's crazy! I'm 14.5%. Mining, I'm in the wait, what? That's pretty sick. I'm in the 1.7% chance of players, 9,000, and so on. You guys can see it is pretty sick. It tells you all the rankings you are out of how many people are playing on Skyblock and what percentage you are out of everyone. Another thing what everyone is gonna love. I know everyone hated singly tapping to get one item from the shop. You couldn't hold it down. Basically, you had to tap. What they've added is right click for more trading options. Boom, you right click it, and you can buy in bulk now, which is going to help everyone and save everyone all the stress they had from just single clicking. But be aware, it doesn't work on armor, weapons, talismans, potions, or enchanted books. But you don't really need to buy those in bulk anyway. So there's another change that's really cool as well, and that was needed for a while, is the accidental drop protection. So if you're holding a weapon, or armor, or talisman, or fishing rod, or tools, or any epic legendary special items, you'll now have to double click to basically drop it. So if I press Q to throw my sword away, it comes up in the chat, you must double tap the drop button to drop this item. You can disable this in settings in your Skyblock menu. So that's really cool. There's been so many times where I've accidentally dropped something, someone's picked it up, and they've A, either ran away with it, or B, I've had to beg them to give it back. So that's really cool that it does that. And now there's some general changes. I'll put them on the screen. We'll quickly read through them. The Midas sword that you can get from the Dark Auction got buffed from 80 strength and damage to 120 strength and damage at 50 million coins. Oof. What in the world? Players can now outbid themselves when the item is a Midas sword. The Spirit Mask got buffed from 5 to 7% speed. The Speedster set got buffed from 30 to 35% total speed. Players can now gain 2.5 network XP per second in Skyblock. Guild XP was buffed from 2 to 2.5 per second. Default sea creatures catch rates buffed from 10% to 20%. That's really cool. Max sea creature catch rate nerfed from 56% to 41. Odds of Hydra and Emperor rates remain the same. Looting does not work on diver fragments anymore. Only one will drop every time. Emerald armor buffed from 200 to 250 stats, but scales slower. Emerald armor is now epic rarity. Sugarcane was nerfed from 3 to 2 coins, still quite a lot. Personal launch pads can now go up to 12 horizontal and vertical power from 7 to 5. Backpacks containing items can no longer be sold in the auction house. Sponge is now common rarity. There's a load of bug fixes as well, but if you want to see any bugs that you've came across and if they've been fixed, please do go to the patch notes. I'll leave them down in the description if there's anything that I've missed and anything that you want to double check. There's a couple of things I didn't go over as well, like so they've patched Frostwalker when fishing, and they've made some changes to some enchantment books. So if you do want to check those out as well, go to the patch notes. But I hope I covered everything in a little short space of time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video anyway. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell if you want more videos like this. If you do want to check out more of my Hypixel Skyblock videos, I'll leave the playlist link down in the description as well. I've got a few good ones on there that might help you out. Let me know down in the comments as well before you go, what's the thing you're most looking forward to in this patch. Hope you have a good day. See you next time.